Hello, hello, hello. We're back again with another one. Guys, today we are talking Tony Yengeni Fikile Mbalula. Somewhere Obet, forgot his name, but Obet will also. Okay, but I won't really touch on Obet right now. His time will come where we'll have this conversation about him and his doings. But right now, I just want us to talk about Tony Yenge. This guy is an ANC member. Well, obviously in good standing if the Secretary General of the ANC will send him an SMS, will send him a WhatsApp. But as you guys heard yesterday, the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, has issued that he's going to charge Tony Yenge on a number of things that he has said on social media. We don't know what he could be referring to. He could be referring to a lot of things. Can come back to that another day. But today, what I want us to touch on is none other than just a simple on just one that I wanted to highlight. Before we go to listen to what the Secretary General had to say yesterday, calling him a political Casanova. Guys, let's just hear what he has to say, because you have to be honest about the ANC and why people are slowly moving back from them. They are feeling shame. They are feeling. So I want us to actually hear what Tony Yengeni has to say here on terms of systems of the government, which has been in the hands of the ANC for the past 30 years, going to 35 years. Because all the other parties are just smaller attachments to it. They're not really doing anything that's as much as to what the ANC is doing. So let's just listen to this part and talk about it further as it goes.
Any sign that lessons have been learned that will make the party recapture some of its support that it lost?
Look, many commentators and analysts say that they see the ANC dipping below 40 in the next election. It's not an if.
It's how far.
It's how far it will go in dipping, but it is going to definitely dip. That seems like a universal, acceptance.
Because they're making no efforts to improving where they are. So
yes.
we spoke, and we need to come back for part 3, for heaven's sakes. People are going to see a lot of you, Tony. But local government, for example, we spoke about potholes. You can't drive in Johannesburg without seeing traffic lights out, street lights not working, water that's not running in the taps. This is all under the control that the ANC used up some massive political capital to keep control.
Yeah. As I said to you earlier, the system seems not to be working. Whether it's health, it's education, it's roads, electricity, water, there's something that is not right. That is not, the system seems not to be getting us to where we want to go. Okay?
Lack of leadership, I suppose.
And that's why then people are saying, actually the ANC is going to dip even further below 40% come the next election. But I still think, as an old cadre, I still think that the ANC can rescue itself if it can take few steps in the right direction. We still have it ourselves to swing this thing around. I think so. But we must just accept where we are, that things have gone very wrong, and we must admit it.
Yes.
We can't be in denial and say, no, it's so and so, it's not us, it's him. No.
Last very quick question. Do you see this government of national unity making it to the next election?
Well, I'm not a prophet. I may not be able to give a right answer to that question.
Your view.
But I can see that the GNU is in serious, waters as it is at this point in time. I mean, take the Bella Bella bill. It was supposed to have been implemented after 3 months. 3 months has come and gone. That Bella Bella Act has not been implemented.
Well, Tiny, thank you for being so generous.
Well, you understand that on this part, he just touched a little bit on systems that are not working within the ANC. Systems are not working. Teachers are being released from work because there's no budget. The medical system is failing. People have to wait for weeks and weeks and weeks before they can get a simple thing as a cancer treatment and so on and so forth. Of these radiations and whatnot that these people of these chronic illnesses actually need. The government into hospitals, some have to be closed because as we speak, they are flooding. By the time of this interview, they are flooding from floods and heavy rains that happened in the previous days. And all of these are affecting South Africans, taxpayers, people who are voting. Doesn't matter. So I want us to have this conversation and actually ask each other what will actually help the ANC regain any ground from the 40 that they are, 41 or whatever that is. Will they be able to go more than 40? Will they at least be able to keep that 40? Or will they go below 30? Because I think if you're going to say they're going to go below, I doubt they're going to go below 35. Will they go below 30? Because the people of the country are hard full of it. I shame they are hard full. But make out of it what you will. Let's go and listen to Ubaba. But I want this closer name. Hey, no Bali, secretary. Fikile Mbalula has got to say about our political Casanova.
ANC is your movement. And we know that the Western Cape government have forgotten you. They have not, in fact, forgotten you. They've abandoned you. And up until the ANC is in power, the Western Cape government have forgotten you.
So for taking it back a little bit, I actually wanted us to actually appreciate something in this video. There are two colored guys in this, behind the Secretary General. That's one thing that I personally like to see. I like to see more inclusivity from different races in the ANC. I'm not a member of the ANC and I really don't care about it as much. We all know many of us were ANCs at some point. Whether you voted for it or you just love it by heart because of the history of it all. But if they want the Western Cape, they have to make the people of the Western Cape have their own leaders and be recognized. Before we go on forward, I just want to divert a little bit. Somebody said something. We all know leaders of the ANC from the Eastern Cape, the KZN, Mpumalanga, Northwest, the Free State, the Gauteng area, Limpopo, the Northern Cape slightly. But who are some of these leaderships of the ANC in the Western Cape? I can't even think of one unless maybe I just didn't know they're from the Western Cape. The Western Cape, it is dormant, man. It's just dormant. It is just stuck there. Nothing is happening. It is as if they have given up on Western Cape as a whole. Hopefully these are strides for them. But let's continue with our Tony Yengeni issue, because that is what we are here for. Which is going to answer just after talking about this DA stuff.
They have not in fact forgotten you. They've abandoned you. And up until the ANC is in power and pursues the transformation agenda of ensuring that we bring about a better life to all our people in terms of our policies, we will never abandon them. And that is why we have chosen this 22,000 open field, which will be filled to capacity. There will be 2 tents erected here, and so on. Tony Yengeni is nothing else but a political Casanova. And he is spewing vagrant political views and views that are embraced by a few malcontents who are opposed to the ANC. He will be charged. I have informed him through an SMS. I called him. We will charge him. We'll bring him before the disciplinary processes of the ANC so that he explain himself in terms of his membership of the ANC. Not this statement, many other statements he has made. We will charge him and bring him before the disciplinary committee of the African National Congress. And that's what is going to happen. The discipline in the ANC is important. I've seen other people on Twitter every day when they have taken something 2 a.m.
We want to continue this video, but I just want to say something before we go forward. He is calling him a political Casanova, possibly because of some of these stances of protecting Jacob Zuma, looking as if he's on some sort of a faction that at any moment can go out to Jacob Zuma. You know, the ANC are starting to look like the economic freedom fighters in some terms. They are just on some defense mode when it comes to the Mkhonto Sizwe Party. They didn't see the MK as the tornado that they actually ended up becoming by the 2024 May national elections. You know, the whole country was taken by storm. Nobody expected it. So now everybody is pass up. They are cautious because they have noticed just the power and the influence that Jacob Zuma has. Now they're afraid that certain people are just going to start finding opportunities to jump ship, which is what I believe Unobali is trying to kinda deal with here. But also some people, like he's implying, are against or say certain things that he perceives as being against the revolution, the ANC. Who do you think he's talking about? Especially when he starts talking about people saying some things on Facebook 2 a.m. It's obvious he's talking about Panyaza, man. If there's somebody, please inform me. But I'm sure he's talking about Panyaza. The thing is that he's trying to keep such a short leash when he's not actually implementing to the people of the party on lines of march what they should be doing, strengthening them so that they can go and be on the ground for the political party and making sure that things are being run smoothly. They've made this country so much of a state party because they've run everything. Now they don't know where to touch and where to live. But he's really touched on some of the things that Oyengeni has been saying. Now he's calling me a political Casanova. There's possibilities that he could jump ship and go to the Mkhonto Wesizwe party. I, for one, wouldn't be surprised seeing that. I don't even think he would be surprised seeing that happen. Could it happen? I don't know.
Leaders of the ANC tweeting things that bring the ANC into disrepute. They too will be attended very soon. There's nothing wrong about raising views and raising ideas. But to attack the organization, cast aspersions on the leadership of the ANC will not be tolerated. They will be brought to book, they will be brought to discipline. We will discipline them. And we are aware that some provinces have decided to ignore ill discipline as provincial leaderships of the ANC. And it falls on the national leadership to basically bring people who bring the organization into disrepute to order. Tony Engeni, Obed Bapela will be charged this year by the ANC disciplinary hearing. And others who are almost drunk, early hours tweeting, and all of that, they too will be attended very soon. The time to talk and not discipline people who bring the organization into disrepute are over. And I'm saying it deliberately that Tony Engeni is a political Casanova and an ill-disciplined member of the ANC. He's very ill-disciplined. He always tweet, support everything about Mkhonto Wesizwe. He thinks he's a law unto himself. We will never allow that. Casanovas and their place will be brought to book. And that is what it is. And if you want the deepest meaning of Casanova, consult Oxford Dictionary about it. Registered 2/3 majority. Now, we've got nothing to prove to anybody. We have come here to reconnect with our people. We regard a question like, why don't you go to DHL and Athlone as mischievous question. It's deliberate. It's promoted like Casanovas like Tony Engeni, who on any occasion will attend Rupert King's plate event that takes place every January 8th. And he wants to give us a lecture about connecting with the people. He has never been on the ground mobilizing our people in support of the African National Congress. He has never done that. So, Tony Engeni's remarks will be dealt with accordingly with many others that he has made over the past time. I called him this morning. I informed him over WhatsApp message that I'm going to charge him as the ANC for his misbehavior. That's what is going to happen. Obed Bapela is going to be charged for distorting ANC policy and going to Morocco and doing things there that are an ANC. So they will be charged, including those who verbose things on social media early hours of the morning.
So let's talk about early hours of the morning and people being drunk. But hey, that's not what we are talking about today. Talking about Tony Engeni. It seems that this guy is about to jump ship. What he's waiting for, I really do not know. Because he's a Zumaleki. He's really a Zumaleki. But the Secretary General of the ANC throwing shades at Tony Engeni like this. I don't know what he's trying to achieve, but at least the spokesperson is laughing. Maybe that's what he's trying to achieve, or trying to make us all laugh here. But guys, we have to be honest about it. we have to be honest about this. The ANC are in decline and they can't take any negative criticism. They can't take any negative criticism. They are so soft, they are fragile, they're like a 5-year-old Karen. But let's let them be. If they have to charge him. It's your party. You are the leadership. But do not take it to offense when people are telling you that there's no future here. Do the right things. Fix the small things. Fix the things that matter to the people, depending on constituents and places, geographical positions that vary. Because what people in Cape Town may need at the moment may not be what the people of Limpopo can may need at the moment. They may be similar, but they may not always be the same. Work on the ground. Get the people to believe in you again. Empower their own people that they recognize from their own provinces, regions, and so forth. And they can elevate to positions upwards. Also given that they do win numbers for the party. Because the Western Cape is out of your hand. But what Tony Yengeni will continue to say, we don't know. Do you guys think Tony Yengeni will continue to say all the things that he wishes to say? Will this begin to put him on a tight leash? I don't know. I don't want to cast no aspersions. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, share the video with other people. Let's continue the conversations till we meet again, right?